Hello everyone, happy Thursday. How are you all doing today? I'm here to read a Course in Miracles lesson. It's probably you already know, if you're watching my videos. Yesterday I was reading lesson number 40. 140. It says, only salvation can be said to cure. And we've learned something out of this lesson, that sickness is not located in the body. There is only one cure for all the sickness you may have, which is located in your mind. That's why you let Holy Spirit heal your mind and body follows, right? We practiced that idea for yesterday, and I'm gonna read real quick the statement for yesterday. Only salvation can be said to cure. Speak to us, Father, that we may be healed. The thing we are doing, actually, who is reading this lesson? Who is doing this? It's ego who is reading this, right? Because ego is constantly having a lot of questions, But the moment when you took this first step, and you started learning the truth, you let Holy Spirit be in charge. You make no decisions by yourself. You are learning how to trust Holy Spirit, You are practicing these ideas where you let Holy Spirit do His forgiveness work through you, right? And who is doing this letting thing? The ego part, the ego mind part, and that's a good question, by the way, even if it's being done by the ego, you, as the part of your mind who is making these decisions, who made this decision to be in this body, to experience everything that you are experiencing, that part of your mind is making this decision, that part of your mind is making this decision to do this work, to apply these ideas, right? And because we probably still believe that we need to do something, to change things in this physical world. Actually, we do not. We don't have to change nothing in this world, because even if you try to change something in this world, like going to treat the disease or whatever, it looks like you just found a way how to treat this, how to get rid of this disease in this dream. Actually, what you are doing, you are shifting the dreams. That's what we were reading in the yesterday's lesson, right? But the thing you need to do is to realize that there is only truth. Everything that you see is not real, right? The sickness is not located in your body. And we also were learning about the reason why we may have sickness, because of this guilt feeling, right? Which is actually pushing this ego incarnation cycle, because if you believe in guilt, and guilt is just a thought, and if you believe in this thought, that are coming from the ego, by the way, you believe that you deserve to be punished, right? And I just realized that there are I was going to say most of the relationship, but actually all of them, all of relationship of any kind, they are based on guilt feeling. How come, you may ask me? Yeah, so look, for example, parent and kid relationship. Yeah, parent is constantly making his kid, probably, yeah, their kid feeling guilty because they did something wrong or they didn't do something right. Yeah, the same can be done by kids, right? That's the guilt feeling, right? We even manipulate by other people, yeah, we're using this feeling like guilt, right? We made up all the law system, yeah, uh, telling that it's your fault, it's your guilt, yeah, and you deserve to be punished. And again, I'm not saying that we are not following all the laws here in this physical world. I'm not saying that. I do not believe that Holy Spirit would tell you to do something illegal. Yeah, I do not believe in that. I believe that if you are staying connected to your source, which is Holy Spirit, which is Holy Spirit's light, yeah, you would never do anything illegal, nothing, right? You know why? Because it's not what you need to, yeah. You have no need to do any of those things, right? Because when you are loved, when you are safe, you have no need to do nothing like that, right? And all of those, like, crimes, yeah, and all those things, yeah, terrible things human beings can do, they are coming out of fear, right? Out of belief that you need to defend yourself, yeah, because you still believe in attack. When you do not believe in these things, why would you attack, right? That's the thing. And when we go back to this concept that you are no longer in this belief that there is such thing like sin or punishment, yeah, or guilt, so there is no sickness for you, right? Because when you have no such thoughts in your mind, when you no longer believe in them, there is no room for sickness, because sickness is coming from your mind, right? Like everything else, by the way, not only sickness, yeah. But you might think that sickness is taking place in the body. It's not right, actually, yeah. It's just a consequence, right? It's just a result, how it resulted uh, in your body, yeah. But the source of this problem is coming from your mind. That's why we need to do this training work, to ask Holy Spirit's help, yeah, heal our mind, yeah. That's the reason why I'm making these videos, by the way. I am going through these ideas with you, yeah. I'm sharing with you my experience, yeah. I'm actually having no script, yeah, written before, yeah. I'm just sharing, yeah. Probably you already noticed that. So that's the thing what we were learning in yesterday's lesson, right? So that we withdraw all the ego's belief we may still have. You cannot even imagine how many garbage beliefs you may still have that are coming from the ego, right? You may surfacely, yeah, or consciously want to be healed or to be happy, but unconsciously, yeah, like uh, your deep part of your mind, yeah, unconscious part of your mind. Unconsciously, you don't even realize that you still believe in all those garbage thoughts, right? That's why we cannot withdraw them by ourselves. We need Holy Spirit's help, right? That's why we need to constantly stay connected to His source here, which is within you, within me, within us, right? That's what we are doing. We make this decision to no longer believe in ego thoughts, right? We make this decision that we want to be happy. We want to believe in Holy Spirit's thoughts, right? All right, that was practice for yesterday. Now I'm going to read the next one. All right. So the next one is review. It's actually already the fourth one. The fourth review we are reading, together in this section, in this lesson section of A Course in Miracles book. So, review number 4, introduction. So it means that I'm about to read introduction part today, and I'm about to read the lesson part today as well. I'm gonna try to do this in one video. All right, so now we review again. This time where we are preparing for the second part of learning how the truth can be applied. Today we will begin to concentrate on readiness for what will follow next. Such is our aim for this review and for the lessons following. Thus, we review the recent lessons and their central thoughts in such a way as will facilitate the readiness that we would now achieve. There is a central theme that unifies each step in the review we undertake, which can be simply stated in these words. My mind holds only what I think with God. My mind holds only what I think with God. Because there is only truth. We remember about that, right? There is no such thing like ego thoughts, They don't even exist. Probably it's so offensive for the ego, That's why it's trying so hard to keep you stuck in the illusion, because it's so hard to accept this idea that you don't even exist, right? So there is only truth that exists, right? That's why my mind holds only what I think with God, right? That's where healing comes from, right? All right. That is a fact and represents the truth of what you are and what your Father is. It is this thought by which the Father gave creation to the Son, establishing the Son as co-creator with Himself. It is this thought that fully guarantees salvation to the Son. For in His mind no thoughts can dwell but those His Father shares. Lack of forgiveness blocks this thought from His awareness, yet it is forever true. Let us begin our preparation with some understanding of the many forms in which the lack of true forgiveness may be carefully concealed, because they are illusions. They are not perceived to be but what they are. They are not perceived to be but what they are. They are being perceived as true, but they are not actually, Defenses that protect your unforgiven thoughts from being seen and recognized. Their purpose is to show you something else and hold correction off through self-deceptions made to take its place. And yet your mind holds only what you think with God. Your self-deceptions cannot take the place of truth. No more than can a child who throws a stick into the ocean change the coming and the going of the tides, the warming of the water by the sun, the silver of the moon on it by night. So do we start each practice period in this review with readiness our minds to understand the lessons that we read and see the meaning that they offer us. Begin each day with time devoted to the preparation of your mind to learn what each idea you will review that day can offer you in freedom and in peace. Open your mind and clear it of all thoughts that would deceive, and let this thought alone engage it fully and remove the rest. Just remove the rest because you don't need it, you don't want it. My mind holds only what I think with God. My mind holds only what I think with God. It means I believe and I accept only in God's thoughts, right? 5 minutes with this thought will be enough to set the day along the lines which God appointed, and to place His mind in charge of all the thoughts you will receive that day. They will not come from you alone, for they will all be shared with Him. They will all be shared with Him. And so each one will bring the message of His love to you, returning messages of yours to Him. So will communion with the Lord of hosts be yours, as He Himself has willed it be. And as His own completion joins with Him, so will He join with you, who are complete as you unite with Him and He with you. After your preparation, merely read each of the 2 ideas assigned to you to be reviewed that day. Then close your eyes and say them slowly to yourself. Say them slowly to yourself. Say idea slowly to yourself, right? There is no hurry now, for you are using time for its intended purpose. Let each word shine with the meaning God has given it, as it was given to you through His voice, through His healing voice, right? Let each idea which you review that day give you the gift that He has laid in it for you to have of Him. And we will use no format for our practicing but this. Each hour of the day, bring to your mind the thought with which the day began. You just track your thoughts, yeah? You catch yourself thinking ego thoughts, yeah? So, bring to your mind the thought with which the day began and spend a quiet moment with it. So that's why you need to withdraw that thoughts and actually change them into Holy Spirit's thought, yeah, into this idea. That's why reading lessons every single day, it helps you because it's easier to change ego thoughts with this idea, right? That you are practicing every single day. Alright, so you start your day with this idea, right? Then repeat the 2 ideas you practiced for the day unhurriedly, with time enough to see the gifts that they contain for you. Just take your time, yeah, practicing these ideas along the day. And let them be received where they were meant to be. Let them land, yeah. Let them sit, yeah. Let them be accepted, yeah. Alright, so we add no other thoughts, but let these be the messages they are. We need no more than these to give us happiness and rest, and endless quiet, perfect certainty, and all our Father wills that we receive as the inheritance we have of Him. Each day of practicing as we review, we close as we began, repeating first the thought that made the day a special time of blessing and of happiness for us, and through our faithfulness restored the world from darkness to the light, from grief to joy, from pain to peace, from sin to holiness. I'm gonna read this again. From darkness to the light, from the ego to the Holy Spirit, yeah? From darkness to the light, from grief to joy, from pain peace. From pain, from disease, from sickness to peace. Yeah? From sin to holiness. From fear to love. Right? From guilt to love. Yeah? To peace. God from guilt to sinlessness. Yeah? Alright, God offers thanks to you who practice thus the keeping of His word. And as you give your mind to the ideas for the day again before you sleep, His gratitude surrounds you in the peace wherein He wills you be forever, and are learning now to claim again as your inheritance. That was the introduction number 4. Yeah, the review part. Review number 4. Yeah, the introduction of review. Okay, all right. So that's the part for review number 4.